Hi, it's Terry with Terry's Mailbox, and I'm so excited to have been invited to participate in the Altenew ink release for December 2019. So I'm going to be making 2 ornament cards using the Peace on Earth stamp set and the Tranquility Crisp Dye ink from Altenew. So I'll walk you through how I created both these cards. This is actually the ink set, and it's got a really cool world ornament, and then it's got sentiments written in many different languages. So the first thing I'm doing is stamping the ornament in the dark night ink, and then I'm going to clear heat emboss it and fussy cut the ornament out. So again, just applying the clear embossing powder, and then I'm going to heat it up to obviously melt the embossing powder. So again, I really like the way this looks, and I think once I get it fussy cut out, it'll look really nice. The next thing I did was to stamp that background using the Cloudy Sky ink and a bunch of the greeting sentiments in different languages on a piece of 4 1/4 by 5 1/2 inch Cougar cardstock. The other thing that you don't see is that I ink blended another piece in Cloudy Sky, and then I die cut the background with all of the greetings with a stitched rectangle die and also a circle die to make room for that ornament in the center. So here I am trimming that Cloudy Sky blended background, and I'm going to attach that to the card. What you also don't see is that I have a piece of foam underneath that rectangle and circle to pop that up off of that blended background. So here I've got my ornament, and I've got the silver strings around it, and I'm just working to get that attached. And the next thing I'm going to do then is to use my ATG glue runner, tape runner, to attach that piece to the front of the card. The other thing that I missed recording is that I did stamp the Peace on Earth on another piece of Cloudy Sky blended cardstock with the Nimbus color ink. So at the very end of the video, I'll show you both cards again, and you can see that with the sentiment strip attached. So the next thing I'm going to do is foam tape that ornament to the center of the card. I guess I could have left it just kind of hang and move, but I decided to pop it up. So you see me kind of working with the foam tape here. Trimming it to make sure it's all even. And then I'll go ahead and attach that ornament to the center of the card. Look at how nice that looks. Again, remember it is missing that sentiment strip that you'll see at the end of the video. So for the next card, what I did was I took that ornament again and stamped it and heat embossed it, clear heat embossed it on a piece of 4 1/4 by 5 1/2 Cougar cardstock. So you can see here I'm just kind of heat embossing it, and then I will be applying using the same stamp in different colors to cover the background. So here I'm just heat embossing the different colors. All of these are from the Tranquility ink set. And so here I've also cut the word peace using the Altenew Tall Alpha dies. They've really got kind of a modern look to them, and I really like that. One of my favorite things to do is to cut out additional layers and then to layer the individual letters so that, again, it gives them more dimension. So here I'm just kind of gluing the different layers on the word peace. I love that silver cardstock. It's kind of got a muted, it's not the mirror cardstock. It's more muted type of color. So then the other thing I did was I actually ink blended using Cloudy Sky a strip, and then what I'm doing is heat embossing on earth using silver heat embossing, and you can see I've cut the stamp. If you noticed it on the last card, I had peace on earth, whereas this one I actually have cut the word peace off because I'm putting the letters peace on the front of the card. So here's the final card, and you can see here with the silver heat embossing, and I popped it up with a piece of foam tape and then glued the word peace on there. I also then took a silver Sharpie and drew the ornament lines on there. So again, that's my second final card. Thanks again for joining me, and thanks to Altenew for inviting me to be a guest designer on the December 2019 ink release. It's been a real pleasure. So here's a close-up of the one card. And then we'll pop over to the other one, and you'll be able to see where I didn't have that sentiment strip done. Again, this is Terry with Terry's Mailbox. I'm on Facebook, Instagram, Blogger, and I have a YouTube channel all under Terry's Mailbox.